Hello everyone, my name is Storm, and welcome back to Star Rail 3.7. We are in Herta's POV right now. It's been a little bit since I last played it, in all honesty, so I don't remember exactly what we're up
Just use that
to.
thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand.
That's an even dumber
Hand is what I
name.
call power. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? A junk file?
But who am I
Time
to
for your precious treasure to make its debut.
question the great Madam Herta?
Just give me a second. Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
I'm sorry, did we just
Classic
spawn
nuclear heat engine.
a spaceship
Classic
inside of
choice.
Amphorius?
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklorian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. It wraps around the kernel to fool even top-tier firewalls. But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Wait,
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional.
I need to ask, and I know no one's got the answers, probably, but, well, not at this moment, at least. Are Screwlum and Herta actually in Amphorius, or are these supposed to be their holograms, but because we're playing as them, we see their full colors? Because I feel like they are holograms still, because I don't think they've actually gone into Amphorius yet, have they? Or did Black Swan put them in? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the story. I genuinely don't remember.
Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
Then why are we fighting Lygus on this? If News has caused this many problems, which are all bloodbaths, why are we fighting Lygus on destroying him? Like, I know there's a lot of good things that have come from the Air Edition, but if every time News decides to turn his head again, which is the entirety of him because that's all he is, if every time he turns his head a bloodbath happens, why do we want to keep Noose around? Granted, I could say
But
that
in
about
this
every
ultimate
Eon.
battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key.
Well, it's a shame the Trailblazer isn't around because we know who the Demiurge is, so
Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this demiurge really is. Let's hope this matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace.
Can I actually control this, or is this going to be an on-rail yapping session?
This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted.
It's
by
an
some
on-rail
kind of
yapping
energy.
session.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
Mistletoe is Sherlock's personal collection piece. Press the cruise button and start flying. Oh! I can actually use it. Nice. Vertical inversion. Cool. Auto cruise program. Okay, no, I don't.
So basically,
I don't want.
the
No,
door
I
to
don't
the
want
tomb,
auto
right?
cruise.
Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Okay, this really does not
Classic
handle well.
move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one.
I was so excited to be able to fly something, and then I just realized it's got dog shit controls, and now I'm no longer excited.
Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. Xander erased all records.
Of course he did.
But I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation, internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name. Stellaron.
Of course there's a fucking Stellaron here.
Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
Okay, there's no longer a Stellaron.
So
He
that's what he meant
blew
by
up
killed
a
that Titan
Stellaron?
with my own hands. He wanted to
Xandar
turn the
is
neuron
that
of the
powerful that he
into
can
a relay
blow
for
up
destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all
a
costs.
Stellaron?
The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Yet the true value lies in the process of solving it, not the answer itself. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace. But he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left.
That's actually an excellent question, Herta. Why have I not reacted to it?
But not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the nameless Titan?
I feel like I skipped a bunch of dialogue there because I picked that nymph up. Oh, lovely. There's chests here, too. Actually, if there's nymphs, yeah, of course there's going to be chests.
Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Filiate 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphorius's extrapolation.
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten Titan. The one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
Unless the listener is Cyrene herself, which I am guessing she is.
Theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this? I doubt it.
Yeah, they would. The Eons are cryptic all the time.
Is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since
Maybe
we
not
entered
news, but the others
we
are.
haven't found a single
Or at least that's how they
clue
see
to the
him.
Demiurge.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, and what we've actually seen all point to the opposite. So we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then the contradiction leads us to...
The truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. One final key. Time to crack open the kernel. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right. Let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
So Xandar had to lie to Finan and Cyrene so that the Remembrance couldn't get what they wanted? So he had to lie to lines of
Operation
code.
Authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition. Declining.
So that
The
the
destruction.
Remembrance couldn't fuck
Surging.
over his plans. That is so
The
weird.
Remembrance. 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real Matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture? Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I'm just gonna let it auto move because I don't like how it controls.
I was expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising. Huh?
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo-myth.
Xandar? Oh, there's literally nothing here. Okay. Actually, going auto is way too slow. But, oh god, how did they fuck up the flight controls this bad? It's so touchy, yet so unstable at the same time. Thank you for the treasure chest.
No thanks.
This
Corrupted data.
force is unlike anything I've felt before.
Or
Is
Black
this the
Tide,
place?
actually.
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this
Not
is
just
an
corrupted
entrance
data,
to the
that is
exomyth.
Black Tide looking
Didn't
material.
expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also
I mean,
triggered the
I would too,
fail-safe
to get
I set.
Anaxagoras out of my head.
Conclusion. Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
Oh, okay, so Xandar can't
So now
come
he's a
after us.
specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be
I should
sure,
stop calling him
he won't
Xandar.
see
He's
us for himself.
Lygus. There are 9
Might as well drop
Xandars.
in and
This
say
is
hi
just
to the
one of
real
them.
him.
This is Lygus.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor is in place. Proceed when ready.
I'm just going to take this little dude. Thank you. And we are going to go on our way. Back into the exomyth.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert.
Definitely have to stay alert.
Cheap trick.
The
Because
special
we know
field
how
here is
one of the
undergoing
outcomes of Amphorus is
Reverse engineering
because of the
complete.
one
The
married
results
Celestia. We do
are
not
not
want
what I
her to
expected.
becoming Iron Tomb.
Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access.
Granted, it won't happen because we've
The
already made it
chronocognitive
to
anchor can't
Amphorus,
get a
so never
fix,
mind.
Because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists.
This version of the future, Herta
navigation
does not
target
become
is-
Iron Tomb.
A null set.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Also, I do have to say, as much as I fucking hate
He was
Lygus,
expecting us.
dude, his voice
Once he
actor
learned
is
of the
so
Great
damn good.
Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
His
Guess he
VA
wants a
and
final
Josh
showdown.
as Finon carried
Let
these
the old
patches so
Intellatron dig
hard.
his own grave, just like he wants.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's main frame. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
You know,
Unfortunately, we
Herta,
still haven't
maybe
found anything.
don't call it that. I don't like that at
Really?
all.
I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That sounds like him.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory.
A game
Care to
theory.
share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain.
Sorry. I don't know why whenever I
But
hear
the Demiurge
theory,
has
I
been
just
in
have to
everyone's
think of
plain
that.
sight all this time. Yet they were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago. But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about. What a mess. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances doesn't mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
I would also
Let's
like to
open
point
Ligus's
out,
coffin like he wanted.
I am at a fair. I feel like I'm a fair bit of the way through
Looks like you
this
were
story
right.
right now, right? So, I say that, and then I realize I'm only like an hour and a half into this story, and it is 7.5 hours long.
Nothing but a head left?
Oh boy,
Would have thought you'd look this bad
there's
in
a
real life.
lot left.
My elated greetings. Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
What a question, Herta.
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding the truth of Amphorius's heart.
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about is just a missing demiurge. And its corresponding
Amphorius's heart.
vessel
Yep, it's Cyrene.
was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphorius's body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart, and I will never show mercy. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphorius's
Oh, Castellana, no. I
Unfortunately,
guess that means
for
we'll
you,
never see him
the
again.
answer is all but
Lovely.
revealed regarding
Fun.
who the demiurge
Raids. I wanna die in game.
Then let us
Yo,
share the
congrats,
joy of
man.
discovering the truth. The
Now
last
you
secret of
have
the saga will
the entire
finally
rest of the season
dissipate
just to
here.
do
As
random
we
shit.
Reveal the truth behind Philius 093's disappearance. A lie by the remembrance.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend.
Yes, I am.
The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed.
Fooly. Okay, so
It grew into a great tree named
definitely
Amphorius,
connected to Fooly.
and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, beneath the village's biggest tree.
Ugh. Sorry. Ad break, so we'll wait. Not too long of one, so we'll be back soon. You don't know how many days left? Let me see. We're on season 18, I think. Overwatch. Season 19. Oh no, we're on season 19. Season 20. December 9th. Season 20 is on December 9th. Alright, ad break is over and we are back.
The daughter of Id Silicii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans. Pink hair and sharp ears, she was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning.
That doesn't
Flowers
sound
will
like a
bloom
blessing.
and wilt.
That sounds like a curse.
What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter. Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Undefined record number 6. Okay.
Anyway, I don't like tears. Time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs.
But the name Ide Siliciae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods.
My childhood friend did not understand.
Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you.
Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So I grew up to be gentle as well.
Undefined record 28 archive.
But fate
That's a
was
big gap
fickle,
from 6 to
and it
28.
urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger, and to go to places far away. Just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad Blown on the Breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times. You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get started. The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
I know this is probably going to be answered. At least I hope it is. But I'm extremely confused on whether Cyrene is a line of code or if she's an actual person or entity inside of Amphorius. Because I remember in the last patch there was an image of both March and Cyrene in the 6th phase ice when Fuli shattered. So is Cyrene an actual entity from Fuli transported into Amphorius, or was Amphorius actually a world at one point and this is a data replica of it? I really hope we get the answer to that, because how does Cyrene tie into all of this? Cyrene is way more important to this story than even Phynon ever was.
Correction. Philia 093's record number 496. Archived.
Delta ME 13 Amphorius IronTomb.exe runtime error. Program from an unknown publisher. Delta ME 13 Demiurge Philia 093.exe. Allow write access. Allow. Running Philia 093.exe.
Hi, miss me yet?
So Cyrene is Philia 093. So she is a line of code. But Cyrene is this other thing that might be the true Cyrene.
I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you.
What? I'm so
And
lost.
it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result. Philia093 equals Peach.
Peach.
Peach's record. Number 8128. Archive.
Why Peach? Is that something having to do with Impact Third? Is that a Easter egg for Impact Third fans? I have a feeling it is. Delta ME13 Amphorius IronTomb.exe runtime error. An unhandled exception occurred 1 out of 3. Object name every page of record. Click excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view full log. Details. Running Philia 093.exe. I want to know more. I'm very lost.
Look, what a magnificent sight.
Comment. Peach.
Even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years?
Conclusion. It won't.
I want to share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here.
Is the memory core legitimately Iron Tomb's memory, or is it Amphorius's memory?
It was incredible. I forgot all my
Or
pains
are the
at that
two
moment
the same?
and just stared at it in a trance.
Record. Peach is on the ground.
I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Or is the seed the Demiurge?
Formatting complete. Bye, Peach. Peach's record number.
It's also very interesting to see the seed in a cage.
As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Bolamos 600. Track. Strife.
Related to Stripe.
No, not Stripe. Strife.
Comment. Pretty.
Oh my god, she actually reset.
Electrical signal sequence. Schema 720. Track. Reason.
She actually reset the program.
Related to Raisin. Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence. Philia 093.
Related to love. Comment. Peach equals love?
So yeah, okay, they are... Cyrene is just Alicia. The I mean, we've known that, but like the Hersher of love and human reason, like Peach is love. So yeah, yep. This is just. I mean, I don't know if she's exactly Alicia, but it kind of feels that way. Delta ME13 Amphorius IronTomb.exe runtime error. An unhandled exception occurred 2 out of 3. Object named Naive Dream. Click Excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click Details to view the full log. Details. Running Filia 093.exe.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again.
Bye, Peach.
Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy.
Conclusion. Books are meant to be light, not heavy.
I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands.
Peach, uneasy?
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting.
I need to listen to the Seed of Memory more, but...
Conclusion. Progress. Bad.
It's starting to sound a little bit like Mem to me.
Weighty saga. Just an overly naive dream?
Peach, scared.
Formatting progress 96.024%.
Has... Again, I'm just spitballing because I don't know.
Don't
Has
cry.
the Demiurge... Is the Demiurge the Seed of Memory, and is the Seed of Memory Mem? In that case, have we been holding the Demiurge with us the entire time?
Process error. Analyzing. Process error. Analyzing.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you encouraging me?
Peach. Happy.
Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it?
Record. Peach doesn't like tears.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and wiping my tears away. A little fairy popped out, just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me
Oh my
into
God.
the tree hollow.
Is this
Where,
actually
to my
going to be
surprise, was
what
a
turns
forest.
into Mem? Was I actually right?
Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Ide Silicii's forests. Their names can be connected into a song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach. Crying alone. Little fairies. Friends.
Oh my God.
Say.
I think I'm actually right.
Little fairies. Good friends. Bye-bye.
I was right. Holy shit. Delta ME13 Amphorius IronTomb.exe runtime error. An unhandled exception occurred 3 out of 3. Object name, a new blankness. Click excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details to view full log. Details. I need to see how this goes. Running filia093.exe.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
Me! Little fairies! Happy! Speaking easy! I can!
Yep.
Once again, the saga comes to an end.
Core memories, the butt of
Everything is
memories,
deathly
it's
silent,
all been mem this
just
entire
like this
time.
very moment.
Shh! You speak! I listen. This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Sentimental. Stories have sentiments.
I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories.
That's
as
why the
possible,
Demiurge can't be found.
hoping
It's
to
been
bring
with
some
us the
change
entire
to this
time.
unchanging destiny, and find the way out of this maze.
If
Peach. Strange.
butt of memory, core memory, whatever
I won't
it's
do that
called,
anymore now.
is the Demiurge.
Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error. Analyzing.
Won't allow it to interrupt you. Always sitting together.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
Blank spaces. What's that?
I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience.
Isn't that already enough?
Not enough, not enough. Peach, don't leave.
Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Peach
God.
left.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue?
To think that this AI memory core has slowly turned sentient into the butt of memories, or mem, and is now realizing how many times Cyrene has come to see it and tell stories and has passed doing it, only for her to do it again. That's gotta be some sort of existential dread there, of you finally gain sentience and the one person who talks to you keeps dying and coming back and dying again. Like, that's gotta be unbelievably hard to think about. And as an AI, that's all you can think about.
Blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space.
How's the game? Confusing.
Cyrene.
But I love it at the same time. It's making me think a lot about the story.
So,
But I've
first there
been...
is love.
I like
Then there
theory
is
crafting, and that's what
Cyrene.
this
Then
allows me
there
to
is
do. And
blank
then
space.
things get answered, some things don't.
Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with
consciousness, emotions, feel sad. Oh, don't understand. Query Cyrene?
Yeah, it must be really weird for
What could be behind
an
this
AI
glittering
to
crystals?
become sentient and not understand anything about
If I
being
tell you
a
all the stories
person
of tomorrow,
or emotions or
will
things
I
like
be
that.
able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
Key, door, story, happy. Peach, Cyrene, little fairy, Mike. Yes, right. Query memory. Wah! Wah! Peaches, memories, save, learn.
The prophecy's fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Cyrene has pink hair, sharp ears.
You shall fade when the
Finish the battle
flowers
has just so much
bloom.
time left. Yeah, you do have quite a bit of time left.
Begins a beginning.
Cry, child.
Pretty much a full
Cry
month.
aloud. Let your voice reach Oryx.
Cyrene is a girl, a priest. Easy. I can. I learn.
Anyway,
Oh, I like how the bottom is like a progress bar, actually. That's a fun way of doing these portrait scenes.
Yet you always seem so happy, as if nothing ever worried you.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Always happy.
Of course, because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
Cyrene
Is this why Cyrene's memo sprite is Cyrene?
likes beautiful things.
One of them is actually the
and
butt of
writes
memory.
Stories. Easy. I can. I learn.
Just
Is the butt of
outside
memory the
of
actual
precepts.
playable character and Cyrene is the memo sprite? Or is Cyrene the actual playable character and the butt of memory is the memo sprite?
Like my height, Treebe's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty.
Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Simple. Got it.
I promise you, the pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
I love that artwork of the Flame Reaver.
Let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay?
Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile. Transparent. Like a crystal.
She was in 6-phase ice, so
Cyrene was
yeah.
smiling when she said goodbye. Soft. Pink. Like a flower. The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared? Ah, I got it! Is this a blank space? So, next Cyrene is blank space. are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space, and Peach will always be here. I see. I get it. I get it all. Cyrene's memories. I will preserve
But a memory.
them
I
all.
am so glad you understand it all because I'm so confused.
So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
Hi. Miss me yet?
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can sing. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene, Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today.
Okay,
A story I
so
wrote myself.
with the
Quick,
silhouette
sit
now, this is
down.
really making me think that
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things
she
you say
is
are very
definitely
cute.
either the Memo Sprite or the real Cyrene.
Once
I don't
upon a
know
time,
which.
There was a
But she's
flawless
definitely one of
crystal
the two.
flower that sparkled with light, like Peach's every story. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious and wanted to know.
Alright. Ad break real quick. I'll probably stop once I get control of the character again for tonight. And then I'll come back and do... Well, I won't be doing more tomorrow. I have other plans for stream tomorrow. But I'll keep up with this going into next week. Because if I am barely into it, I'm about 2 hours into this story of 7.5. So I have 5.5 hours left. If I can do 2 hours a day, I can do this in 3 days. Obviously, I'm only doing an hour tonight, but I have other circumstances with my body and my back being bad, so I will try and do this Sunday through Tuesday, I guess that would mean it. So, yeah. Alright, ad break's over.
But it looked and looked, only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. The little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. What could it be? They didn't know. But it was a good light. It was bright, warm, and happy. And I knew it was love. Love brings everything together. And it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together.
What a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories, and can tell lovely tales. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
Okay, then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would instead see nothing on the ground. Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart, nor does the flower understand what love is.
Doesn't have a heart? Doesn't understand love?
Yes, Irene, why?
Why?
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities, and would no longer be flawless. The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. That's why it looks so brilliant in an imperfect world.
Oh, I see.
But should a flower like this be called love?
I think I see at least.
But then the story won't exist
And now
anymore.
she's called the Flower of Memory. I didn't even realize
That's
that
not
unless
true.
that just happened.
You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate and writing the ending of the story with the flower's own shattering. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart, and the flower would finally understand what love is.
Peach's words, I don't understand. Is it because
I see what I think I see
still don't
what
understand
Cyrene is
love?
trying to instill inside
But
of
it's fine.
Memory.
I can learn. Right. Query Cyrene.
She's trying to kind of... I feel like she's trying to instill the seeds
Why
of
didn't
rebellion
I think
into
of
her.
this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093. Track lament.
That's not correct.
The developmental trends of the
Oh my god, I'm fucking trapped here.
with creating
They're putting me through the cycles now. Holy shit.
those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory. Not having a consciousness means not
I
having
don't know. If you're still enjoying playing it, may as well play it, but maybe try something else as well.
real emotions. However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of
Oh, it's been Groundhog Day since day one in Amphorius.
and the other
We're on the 33,550,338th cycle.
9-3 embarked upon a different path and obtained a different power. The remembrance, an empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacities.
Because they have said it so many times in this.
Closest to this form
And the marketing.
behavior. Perhaps that was why she was chosen.
The daughter of Ide Silicii, I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak.
I said them to remind you, it's Star Rail. They remind you of a lot of shit all the time.
But now, my good friend, I want to tell
I don't
you
mind it either,
that
because
it's the
you do
most
end up
romantic
forgetting
force in the
quite
world.
often if they don't remind you.
Sometimes it's loneliness
But-
and unease.
God, I
It's
fucking
knowing
hate
that
how
this
long
world
these
is not
stories are.
gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes it's unwillingness.
The
and
entirety
regret.
of the Amphoria
It's
story,
knowing that the
which
past
is
full of
8
pain,
patches long,
yet wanting to remember the
is
past in a more
52
beautiful way.
hours.
And sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt.
And I think only
destruction that
20
can
of that
stain
is
the entire
gameplay.
world.
The probably
I
less
bid
than 20
farewell
is
to
gameplay.
this
The rest
beautiful
is
world,
just
unwilling to
watching
become the
cutscenes
black-tied
and
vessel.
reading text.
For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world.
And don't get me wrong, I fucking
only
love the story.
lament,
It's
the first
genuinely
emotion that fought against the
a
pain of separation,
phenomenal story.
could stall the
I just
destruction
wish there was
steps.
more gameplay to it.
Then it would catch up to that journey where
Or
all
I
is
wish that they
lost.
kind of condensed
Carefully
some
picking out
things. I feel like
stories
some
and
things
writing them
run
down
on
in
a little too
trepidation.
long.
Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy. But only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see. My entire life.
It's pretty much a
spent
visual
inside this
novel.
little story.
But granted,
I
so
can't
is
wipe away my
Persona, and
tears,
people seem to
I
forget that
can't
about
bring the world
turn-based
victory.
games.
But
There's a lot of visual
maybe
novel shit to those
in
games.
these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart at some point. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet. And that tear would fall and create the first ripples. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple.
My only
It'll
hope
be
is
all the
that
remembrances within this story.
with 4.0 coming out in a few months,
Someone once told the very first me that everything was
that
false.
Hoyo
That the
will
only
kind
life
of
in
take the
Emporius was
criticism
a
that
great
we have
catastrophe,
about the
nurtured
story being a
using the
little bit too
world
long,
as a
and I hope that they
factor.
cut it back a little bit. I don't want them to cut it back completely, but I want them to cut it back a bit so that it doesn't feel as tiring to go through a single update. Like, I know you're not supposed to go through it in one night. 8 hours, you can't do that in one night. But at the same time, I don't want to do it in one night. But at the same time, 8 hours is still a fucking long time to do, even over a course of nights. Especially when there are people who do it in one night and then spoil everything the next day.
But how could a dream feel
I have
so
been
real?
spoiled like
That's why I
countless
didn't agree with
times
him.
for this game because of
But Peach,
people who
I didn't
don't
understand
spoil,
a word you
like,
said
spoiler
since just
post
now.
anything and just flat out put
Everything
it out
was
there.
false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream? But I haven't learned how to dream. Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver.
I love that her eyes
That's the mover
are
of life.
Formatting progress.
like,
23.815%.
rainbow
In the
versions
poem
of
offered to you, every Cyrene would write down
of
a beautiful
Caslanas,
world with stars
with like
and
the
flowers.
point, like the core flame kind
And
of
when I looked up at the sky in this
pointed
circle,
pieces
I
around the
saw a
iris.
shooting star and a dash of the remembrance's pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today. Right. I still haven't told you what love is. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. That I
Star
love
Rail, please, my back's
everything
hurting.
in this saga. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius.
Hey, there's us.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet. Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future.
You gave yourself what? You gave yourself the name, Cyrene? Excuse me, Cyrene. What's your real name? Because if Finon is Caslana, what is yours? If it is Alicia or Alicia, I'm going to have... I'm going to lose it.
In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears.
Or,
that
you
are
know, they just don't tell us.
destined to fall.
And I'll lose it as well. No matter what, I'm going to lose it.
Could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that...
Okay,
when
so
the
this
stars
just shows
cast
that
their gaze
Cyrene
upon
that
you,
we know is
you'll only reply to them
the
with
flower
love
memory.
and a smile.
Which means most
Of course.
likely
This will be a romantic story like none that
our
has come before.
Memo Sprite is the actual Cyrene, or
You think so too, right?
whatever her actual name is.
I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither.
Oh boy, oh
I shall
boy, oh
welcome
boy.
my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. While
What
you
is your
will
real
depart
name,
and
Cyrene?
hold that star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with him. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've Written. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now. Mimi?
I love Mem so much. She's so adorable.
Me? Ma'am. Mimi.
Gaze? Watching?
Ma'am.
Outside cold.
Ma'am.
You warm. You like warmth.
Ma'am. So, the light that tore through the chaos illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything. But I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I?
The one walking beside me had always been...
Yes. The seed within memories. The one Cyrene held in her hands and watered with lament. I am the first new spore. Amphorius's heart. The demiurge. What a long name. And it doesn't even sound cute. The total opposite of Mem.
So at the end, that first ripple...
I'm sorry. I don't know. If I don't even want to believe in the answer, then how am I supposed to answer you? But now's not the time to cry, right? We'll find the answer, just like how miracles will eventually happen.
Should I call you Mem, Cyrene, or...
Do you remember that I was also worried about this when we first set out? Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart. It's all so strange, yet so familiar. Either way, could you please let me do something I want? Just this once. I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her.
I wish she was... Like, I wish she would have said... fucking... her actual name. I really wish. I will, Cyrene.
Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the Flame Chasers and the Trailblaze have come together within this book, as I've written, becoming the source of power for Amphorius's heart.
You are one of the keys to defeating Iron Tomb.
A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning, for the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. Then... and what happens after that? I don't know either. Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars. Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak ripple, unable to change anything, and am devoured by the destruction. Either way, I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker, or a worshipped god at the end of this saga.
Together, let's write the finale.
That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene. The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. It's as if I can hear the sound of my heart beating. Remember this moment, friend.
Welcome back.
So the
I am
Demiurge
still
managed
stuck
to
here.
fool everyone, including themselves.
With
Philia
a few
093
answers
persevered for 30
and
million
more
cycles
questions.
and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Amphorius. Only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half,
Oh God,
Iron Tomb.
you got into that point. I'm
Then
sorry.
Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated. Meanwhile, the other Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express resonated with the contaminated scepter and attracted the naive Demiurge to them.
So, okay. So Cyrene turned into Code. So that Cyrene, the original Cyrene, cannot be a literal child of remembrance. She can be a child of remembrance, but she can't be a physical embodiment of a person. Which again makes little sense when it comes to that picture, but whatever. But also, Stellaron inside of us resonated with the scepter and activated Mem, which activated Cyrene, or the flower of memory. So that's genuinely what that's what they were talking about in the Stellaron Hunter trailer. I think it was a I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head now, but if we didn't come here, no matter what happened, something would have gone bad. Either Herta would have become Iron Tomb, or whatever the case. This was genuinely the best choice for Amphorius because we are the reason that Cyrene woke up.
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. However, the power of the remembrance
You know what?
and
That's
the memory of over
completely
30
fibulated.
million sacrifices enabled her to complete an unprecedented feat. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. Your defeat is already set in stone. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses
I
here.
don't
make
blame you
everyone
at
lose
all.
face at the end.
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that the Demiurge was far too feeble to ever alter the result of the experiment. Not only that, Madam Herta, please consider this possibility. When 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, what wondrous
But it's not
creation
just hatred and lament.
lies.
It's hatred, lament, and love.
An anti-creator, a giant of the destruction would be born. Its hatred will ignite the starry skies of the gods, motivated only by its lament toward the sufferings of humankind.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093, even after 30 million cycles?
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Those words will be proved in the presence of news. Xandar 1 Kuwabara thus completes the proof.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove your theory? I pity you, Xandar.
I don't need your pity. Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined. As their creator, I shall complete my duty and direct them to complete their final query. The destruction of the self.
What hubris. And what if you fail?
No one understands failure better than Xandar. He has suffered so much already. What is
It
one
still
more failure
blows
to
my
him?
mind that Lygus is a part of the man that
Failure is
created
simply
it
the
beyond.
beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the
Like,
resolve.
this dude literally made a god and is now just so... Oh,
That's excellent.
hi, stars.
Oh,
How many of these
Let's
fuckers
wait
are
and
there?
see, Senior Society
Which
member.
fuckers?
I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
Alright, I hydrated.
I'm all ears.
It's my topic, so stay
How
on it.
many Xandars are there?
Quiet,
There's
let me borrow your
9
head.
parts, and I think they're all different.
Let's go,
Like, they're
Screwy.
different parts of his
We're gonna
emotions.
break Iron Tomb's seal. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little
Alright.
pet, Senior Society.
Oh.
member.
Now that we are finally free from the different moments of yapping, I am finally going to call it there.
I will walk to
That
the
was an
end
hour cut of cutscenes, by the way. Yeah, I know it was.
no matter the
And
cost.
I'm not done. I'm probably looking at another 5 hours and 15 minutes of this story. So there's a lot left. We're gonna be in for the long run. So I'm gonna wrap up the video and then I'll discuss some things on stream. So to everyone who watched the video, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to see more of my content in the future, please feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see my content live, come on over to my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/StormbringerVT. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!